day to all my viewers. I'm glad to be back. Yeah, here out of sunny South Africa, KZN, Natal South Coast. Yeah, and especially I just want to say thank you to my subscribers for supporting me. Thank you so much. I love you guys and girls. Yeah, I'm sitting here next to my trusted Weber. I'm making a little bit of a fire just to heat up a little bit. Yeah, it's been quite a chilly day. Yeah, and I'm not making a hardwood fire. Yeah, we only had a sandwich tonight for dinner. So yeah, it's just some palm branches, palm leaves and branches falling out of my palm trees. They're very dry. I'm just getting rid of them just to make a nice fire. Yeah. So I'll have to stock it up every now and then. But it's beautiful sitting here next to the fire. Yeah. I'm just going to quickly put some more palm branches on my fire. I'm just going to pause my camera. I'm holding it here in my hand, sitting on a chair next to the fire. Okay, to all my viewers, I'm back. I've put some more soft wood here on the fire. I'm not making a hardwood fire tonight, yeah? And this is just to heat me up. But it's beautiful here next to the fire. Yeah, and I think if it burns out now, I'll stock it up with soft wood after I'm finished with the video. Yeah, but here we go. I want to tell you a short story. Yeah, as you know, we 3 brothers. I'm the youngest. My oldest brother, he's a successful businessman. He's got his own business. And my middle brother, yeah, he had quite an interesting ride in his life with careers. Yeah, he had the privilege of working in the Kruger National Park for a few years. Amazing. We had great visits with him there. Great experiences. But yeah, he's now into the medical industry. Yeah, he's got a good position at a big company. Yeah, I'm trying my best with the English. Yeah, so he's doing well. Yeah, and he actually told me the one time this story. That's the story about the black mamba that someone told him there in the Kruger National Park. Hey, it's an amazing story that I think I must share with my viewers. Yeah, definitely. But now it's still windy. The rain has passed. We had 2 days of rain. You'll see on my short videos, the sea is a little bit discolored and very upset. And the wind is still blowing, but the rain is gone. So maybe from tomorrow or the day after, we can get back to fishing. But you know what? I'm just going to quickly stock this fire up with softwood. As I say, with some of these bamboo palms of mine are shedding their dry leaves. I'm getting cold now. I'll be back just now. Okay, to all my viewers, I'm back. I put some more softwood on my fire. I think this is going to be the last time that I put wood on the fire. I'll take the cold wind for my subscribers, especially for my subscribers and all my viewers. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to tell you now this interesting story. It's a story that really happened in the Kruger National Park. Yeah, there was one of the rangers, a guy, he was patrolling with his motorbike, a scrambler. Yeah, just to check if all the animals is alright. And he was actually on his way back to the main base camp. Yeah, and he was driving quite, fast. And the next moment, he just saw this black mamba coming over the road, like a huge black mamba, almost 4 meters long. Yeah, huge one. They can become very big. So, yeah, and he was driving quite fast, so he couldn't really stop. So the mamba just came over the dirt road in front of him, and he actually drove over the mamba, yeah, over its tail. But he tried to swing out, with his motorbike. Yeah, and he went through some bushes, thorny bushes on the side of the road. But he passed the mamba scene and he felt this enormous pain in his leg. Yeah. So when he drove over the mamba and he tried to go to the side of the road, he saw the mamba striking at him. So he just kept on driving and he felt this terrible pain in his leg. And he realized, I think I've been bitten by a black mamba. So, all my South African viewers, I'm sure you know exactly the story of a black mamba. Oh, it's a very, very poisonous snake here in Africa. Yeah, it's on the top 10 most poisonous snakes in the world. Yeah, so this gentleman just realized he has to get back to the base camp, and that's about 45 minutes from where he was at that stage. Yeah, and that day he didn't have his radio, a two-way radio with him. Usually he's got it with him, and he didn't have his cell phone. So he knew he had to get back to the base camp as soon as possible. Yeah, as I say, a black mamba, if you're lucky and it gives you a dry bite, you can Google that. Yeah, then you're all right. But depends how much poison it puts into your body. But if it's a proper poison bite, you've got little time. You have to get to a hospital as soon as possible. Yeah, we've heard about people dying like in 10, 15 minutes because of a mamba bite. Yeah. So this gentleman just decided he's gonna go full speed with his motorbike and just try and get to his base camp. Yeah. So what happened next is, that's a strange thing. I'm trying my best. As I say, I'm not the best storyteller, but I'm trying. Yeah, so he drove as quickly as possible to get to the base camp. Yeah, and on his way to the base camp, he started feeling all the symptoms of a mamba bite. Yeah, black mamba is a neurotoxic snake, not a neurotoxic snake. Yeah, there I'm battling again with English. Yeah, his poison is neurotoxic. So it affects your nervous system. Yeah, so he felt all the symptoms. He started feeling he's losing his breath. He's not getting enough oxygen. He felt his whole body going numb. Yeah, and he just kept on going. He had to get back to the base camp. Yeah, because at the base camp, they've got a helicopter, and they can rush him to a hospital with a helicopter. Yeah, so what happened next is he was about 10 minutes from the base camp, and he felt he's losing consciousness, slowly losing consciousness. Yeah, he couldn't see through his eyes anymore. He couldn't breathe anymore. And he just thought by himself, I have to get to the base camp. Otherwise, I'm gonna fall from my motorbike and most probably lions or leopards will eat his body, have him for lunch. Yeah. But luckily, he didn't lose consciousness. And he rushed into the base camp and everybody was looking at him. What happened? And he said, no, I've been bitten by a black mamba. And he fell from the motorbike on the ground. And I mean, all his companions and his workers that works with him just rushed to him and they pulled up his long pants and they saw, but no, man, something is wrong here. Yeah, they can't get the pants up. Yeah, and they saw these two big cirkelbos thorns. Yeah, I'm sure my South African viewers will know a cirkelbos. I don't know what's the translation. I think it's a cirkelbush, yeah. And these thorns were sitting in his leg, right through his long pants. And they said to him, you realized you've been sorry to my viewers. Yeah, I just had to move back a little bit. Yeah, it's already starting raining again, softly. So I just had to get back a little bit under my patio roof. Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, so the people standing around him said, you know what, there's cirkelbush thorns in your leg. And it was quite deep, stuck deep into his leg. So this gentleman realized that, yeah, it wasn't a black mamba bite. It was just thorns that was in his leg. There was no black mamba bite on his legs. So, yeah, it's quite an interesting story. It's still up to date. I tell this story to some of my friends when we're sitting around the fire. I love the story. Yeah, so that learns all of us a lesson. Yeah. You know what? Maybe if you're ever bitten by a snake, stay calm, relax, get to a hospital as quickly as possible, but just stay calm. Because the human mind is a very strong thing. Yeah. Guys and girls, I hope you enjoyed my story. As I say, I'm not the best storyteller. Yeah, and I'm struggling with English, but I'm trying my best. Thanks for listening to my story. And I hope to see you soon for some more fishing adventures. Thank you. Bye-bye.